We out here, Icewear Vezzo tapped in Detroit. I got shooting movies, acting in movies, directing the movies, hottest artist in the city, his own potato chips, his own vape, and it's all independent.
Yeah, oh, you a fool, thinking I kick my cuff up, put her over my juice. Glock 19, I ain't playing with I up that, put bro on the news. She chase me, all this my got first night, can't go for the food. Basically, I ain't with the waiting and patience. Only here for a day, let's go to the room. So check this out, kid. Let me tell you what's so special about tonight, right? First of all, I appreciate you, brother. Real love for you. Thank you, brother. Of course, man. Always, man. Much love, much support. Let me tell you, I was so special, right? They just happened to pull up on us today while we filming this scene, you know what I'm saying, on the quick side. We put all the big equipment up for this scene right here. We just thug. I got one of the best directors and filmmakers in the city of Detroit, the state of Michigan. Come on, Beezy. T, where you at? Come on, T. Got my partner right here, Chanel right there, you know what I'm saying? We made some magic happen, because guess what tonight is? It's a wrap. The whole movie. The whole movie. It's been a long ride. We've been filming this movie for 2 months, and the reason I'm taking pride in that, and I'm extremely happy that we did this long, because you know, the normal time rate is 2 weeks, you heard? But we literally took our time with this. We put our all into it. We made a lot of adjustments. My brother fixed his schedule up a million different times, and we made it work. We made it happen. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody involved. Smoke, Vision, all the cast ain't here, you know what I'm saying? But I got 2 of the guys here. It took one time for motherfuckers ain't let me in their movie, so I started filming my own and did way more numbers than him.
Hey, give people a preview. What's the preview? What's the movie about?
Man, it's just about a bunch of young, wild, young brothers, man, stealing and wheeling and dealing. You heard, they bumped their head a few times, and, you know, they thinking the streets a game. They playing, they just think it's sweet, you know, and they got an OG in the movie who kind of reflect some of the so-called OGs we got in the streets right now, where, you know, he kind of egged the young brothers on versus giving them game and teaching them, showing them right from wrong, and leading by example. You know, he embracing them to do foolishness, you know, and they just go down the path of destruction, and it's just a metaphor and a simile of basically don't nothing good come from the streets. There's only 2 places you go, either dead or the jail. Hey, that's the only time cuz get caught lacking is on the movie scene.
Got the director. How is he acting skills?
Vez?
Is he natural?
Natural, man. One of the best guys I ever worked with, honestly. Especially a rapper.
It's like popping out with this. You know what I mean? Listen, you know what I mean? Listen, very believable. Very believable.
No, brother, I appreciate that.
And then you got the chips.
Yeah.
You got the vape.
You got the vape with Jones, man.
Where's the bag of chips? They're all gone. We gotta go to the liquor store and get chips.
You know we really drillin', bring confetti. I'ma sell them pills till I make 50 million. Pop out at the fucking show, we hit shit in the building. Scurvy, turn a rapper chain into some memorabilia. Dirty
We gotta see what's up with these chips. Shout out to Chanel too.
Hey, listen, we just randomly put up to a gas station too. You heard
this is literally a mobile.
This how we coming. You heard? Let me see where we gonna find these chips at. Where them chips at, Neil? Chanel, where? Oh, okay, where Cuddy at? Cuddy, get this how we coming, man. You heard? This on the random side too, gang. Listen, this just on the random. We just pulled up to any gas station. It just so happened to be a mobile. Bada bing, bada boom, you heard? I'm not just selling this shit out my trunk, man. We really selling this shit for real. This ain't no out the trunk shit. We really making deals. We really sitting down with people. We going to meetings. We sober at these meetings. We making sense at these meetings. We doing our research at these meetings. We doing our homework at these meetings. We standing tall at these meetings. We represent the whole community at these meetings. You heard? We represent entrepreneurship. We represent common sense. We represent logic. We represent manhood. We represent building an empire. Standing tall, you heard? Because they ain't gonna do nothing but look at you like another rap who wanna spend all your money on jewelry, cars, and tricking with them bras. I'm just the first artist out of this line, you feel me? I went to my own manager, to her company, and said, you know what, let me start a whole line with these chips and bring in all the other rappers and entertainers and, you know, influencers out the state of Michigan and get them something to call their own so they could be able to walk in the store and not only see other big brands, but see their own brand. You see what I'm saying?
Coming out of the indie game, I just saw where a lot of times artists lean just on trying to make people listen to their music,
right,
or trying to make people show up to a show. That may not be your thing, or even if it is, what else can you do to capitalize on your artistry? It don't have to end at you going to a label. You can have products.
Check this flash it out. Bam, bada bing, bada boom. You see what that is? This is my movie. Executive produced and wrote this movie. This is my movie. We triple, double, and cross promote. We really own this. We ain't gotta sell drugs. We done with the streets. The streets ain't got nothing going. I gave that shit up years ago. We done with that. We figured out other ways to implement that same mentality in something legal and something really beneficial. We ain't done though. Check this out.
Hey, there's more?
There's more. Check this out. What's that? Let me get one of these. You see that? What's that is right there? Vezzo vape. You know who product this is? That's mine. Check this out. Let me show you something else. You see this right here?
That's you, right?
Yeah, that's me and that's me.
With the vape, is that something you use in your personal life? So you're like,
it's something, anything I use in my personal life, I think about how can I make money off of it.
What do you think was like the switch that flipped for you to kind of have this mentality? Was it just something you always kind of had carried with you, or was there something?
I know for a fact I always carried this with me. It's just, I just got the courage to really be able to, you know what, say and go all in. When I came out of prison, I had absolutely no money. I didn't have nothing. Even after signing to a major record label, that money wasn't enough to, you know, do what I needed to do. I got me a place to stay, got me a car, got my wife a car. You know, we taking care of the kids and shit. And I told myself, even before prison, I've been left that shit. I've been left the streets alone, even before prison. But you know, like, you know, getting out, I told myself, I don't give a what go on. I would rather be dead broke before I go back to any type of street activity. I don't give a if it's, I'm not doing no 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I want it for myself, and I ain't saying like financial things. I mean, giving my kids a proper education, giving them a chance to grow up in a way that I didn't. My mama did everything she can do for me. It's not her fault, it's my fault. I didn't have you know, I didn't listen to the shit that a lot of people I had in my life that was trying to teach me what they was, I didn't listen to what they was trying to tell me.
Outside of a bag, I'm sure, you know, the major label probably held you back more than anything.
Absolutely.
Did that put a battery in your back?
Absolutely. I learned a lot being with that major label, you know what I mean? I appreciate them, but that definitely put a battery in my back. Just seeing the business from a different standpoint and another side of this shit, you know what I'm saying? So I got to a point where it's like, let me literally read every single contract that come to me. I can have my manager read it, I can have my attorneys read it and have them explain it to me because I trust them and I know whatever they tell me, it's gonna be that, but that wasn't enough for me. I needed to understand every single word that I was looking at.
There's certain words for people to look out in contracts, perpetuity.
Perpetuity.
That means forever.
Absolutely.
So if you sign some sort of pub deal or a record deal and that word is in there, just know that means
ancillary.
Forever.
Ancillary participation. I didn't understand what
Break that
was.
down.
Ancillary basically is like, for instance, right? So if we go get a sponsorship deal, right? Say if, whether it's a sponsorship deal, you're getting paid to do any type of promotion or chips, movies, vapes, or anything, ancillary participation, if a label has rights to that, they get a piece of that. So you gotta,
so if you start a clothing line, they get a piece.
Because that's ancillary participation. So you gotta immediately exit that out, because if this not nothing that they bringing to the table, then there's no reason to participate, because nobody helping me participate in prison. Nobody came there and split that and bust that time down with me 4 ways, 2 ways. That's only one. I had to do that.
You know, I feel like every city has its turn. And it does feel like right now, you're the hottest in the city and it's y'all's turn. Like, what about the time? Because it wasn't always that, you know what I'm saying? But what about, you think the way music is shifting is, you know, kind of the stars are aligning, I feel like, for Detroit to kind of really finally have like a real moment.
Absolutely.
Not to say it hasn't already with Eminem, but there's 20 dudes in your city that are national
factors. Everybody getting money, everybody getting booked for shows, everybody got a fan base, everybody learning the business. Everybody helping each other out. Everybody picking up the pieces. Everybody bringing something to the table. We bringing different fan bases. One guy might got Kansas City. I might not got Kansas City. Me and bro collab, but I might got Milwaukee. Now we collab. He got Milwaukee, I got Kansas City. We swapping supporters, we swapping listeners, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely know for a fact we ain't never been in this type of position. and nobody had a handout. Ain't nobody make the next person. It wasn't like that. When everybody literally grinded from the mud up. Every rapper that got a name out of the city of Detroit did that from the mud up.
I know that there's obviously people who have issues with each other in the city, but for the most part, it does feel like maybe 7 or 8 years ago, as there might have been a lot of tension with everybody, it feels like everyone's kind of supporting each other, hopping on each other's records. It feels like real community.
Because it's like at the end of the day, we don't, you know, I don't get into who got a problem with who. This is just business, you know what I'm saying? I think that's something we all understand subconsciously, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That we gotta pitch in. So I feel like a lot of lead the beef in the streets.
Well, there it is. Hey, man, you setting a good example, bro.
Appreciate that.
I appreciate the hospitality. Go support the chips, support the music, above all, tapped in.
Yeah, hella bands, I be flexing, but I ain't training. Big bag, dog, extra strong, bitch, I can't tame it, dog.
Cuban links from Vezzo, but you know we iced out. Dope boy, caught them creeping by the spot, we walk they car down. Put the switch up on the Glocks, we put them stocks down. Switch, I can't lie.